Elon Musk liked a video I was in on Twitter about 2 days ago, and I just want to show you guys what I basically was talking about in this video. I think it might be an important point that maybe a lot of you guys haven't seen or heard this perspective, and this is from a video I did on Farzad's channel. I think that was like 5 or 6 days ago now. So if you want to see that full video, you can go to his channel. But anyways, this is a video that Elon Musk personally liked. And I mean, obviously, I don't think Elon Musk would have liked it if he didn't like agree with kind of the point I made here and whatnot. So anyways, I just figured I'd show you guys this. Thanks for being here. It's just random little reaction here. And let me know what you think about the thought process. Do you agree with it, disagree with it? Love to hear from you guys.
This was intriguing because this gives you a glimpse into how Elon's brain thinks, and even around like competition and stuff like this. So basically they said, so you recently adjusted prices, and that may have put many of your competitors on their back foot. In addition to that, capital markets have recently gotten a lot tougher. So with those factors in mind, I'm curious to see how you see the current competitive landscape changing over the next few years. And who do you see as your chief competitors 5 years from now? And Elon immediately starts talking about artificial intelligence, FSD, and the work they're doing there. And he's talking about like, we don't even know who the next closest competitor. And so it's interesting because that question, if it was framed to, I think almost anybody, like your brain goes to thinking about Ford and GM and Volkswagen and Toyota. And Elon's brain doesn't even go there. He just like bypasses all that. And he's thinking about artificial intelligence. He's thinking about self-driving. I thought that was very telling about who Elon Musk thinks is actually Tesla's competitors and who is not. Interesting. That's all.
So in terms of that portion of the video there, you know, I think that's probably what got Elon's attention, is this thought process essentially from Elon Musk and the way he thinks about Tesla's future competition there, which he just, you know, people still are, I don't want to say a lot of like Wall Streeters, they're still talking about Volkswagen, they're still talking about Toyota, they're still talking about Ford, GM, like those are Tesla's competitors, right? When in reality, they're not really competitors. It's actually could be other big tech companies that maybe are creating self-driving software. Those are kind of more along the lines of competitors. And I'll give it to you kind of like this, right? If you look at Apple, when Apple launched the iPhone, you could have said Apple's competitors are Nokia, their BlackBerry, their Motorola, like all the companies, HTC, I think was HTC back then? Like whoever was selling like a lot of cell phones back then, right? But I'm sure if you ask Steve Jobs who his competitor is, I'm sure he probably wouldn't even have really thought about those companies. I mean, I guess they're kind of competitors. I'm sure he was probably thinking of other big tech companies, right? And who ended up being Apple's biggest competitor? Was it BlackBerry? Was it Motorola? Was it any of those companies? No. Apple's biggest competitor ended up being Google and Samsung. Google and Samsung ended up being Apple's biggest competitors. It had nothing to do with Nokia and BlackBerry and all the Motorola and all the companies that were selling a billion cell phones back then, okay? Nothing to do with those companies. And so I think Elon's looking at a very forward-looking where it's like, dude, GM and Ford and Volkswagen and these guys, in all due respect, they're not the competitors. The competitors are going to be somebody else. Maybe it's a Google, right? Or somebody from Silicon Valley that ultimately create some sort of robo-taxi network, you know, and we'll see who that is. But that's who Elon really views as Tesla's long-term competitors here.
Say about that. I don't know if
that's a fascinating point.
Yeah,
I agree 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
That was what I got out of it too. Is like, because when they framed the question, what I was expecting, it's such a brilliant point you just made. Because when they said that, I just remember the feelings deeply. Oh my God, he's going to say legacy auto. There's no way they're going to be able to compete with pricing. Or, you know, pricing power is so strong. We're going to be the largest automaker in the world. And he's like, well, you know, if I think about FSD and where we're going with our AI team, yeah, we can't see anybody. I'm like, holy, okay, so you took it like you're ahead, but it's Elon, right? That's what he does, and that's a phenomenal point. I do find it very interesting though, and I know he didn't say this, and somebody made a follow-up comment. I forget who it was, but it was around sort of Tesla's pricing power. How weird is it now? Especially thinking about where Tesla was, say, 3 years ago, that Tesla now has pricing power to influence the entire auto market. That's kind of freaking insane, you know? You think about a 13 million car market in the United States, and this startup-y EV-only company from Silicon Valley has made a price change, and now the entire auto market is like, oh crap, what do we do? That means something, you know?
Yep.
That means
incredible. The progress this company's made over the last, I mean, just over the past 5 years, from being laughed at and saying, oh, they're going to zero, they're going to go bankrupt, and to now be the most feared company in the auto industry for every other auto company, right? And now being respected as a tech giant, and maybe someday the biggest tech giant. I mean, it's been extraordinary.
Yeah, so anyways, that was kind of just my perspective on that. And yeah, like I said, if you want to watch the entire full video, you can obviously check out Farzad's YouTube channel. It's on there. So yeah, I appreciate everybody joining me. As always, 22,800 or 900 subscribers. It's a great day, man. It's a great day. Big video coming on the main channel. Earnings are about to hit here in just a bit. And peace.